Okay.
Hello, good evening. How are we all doing? It's myself, Sanjay, one of the Avocado partners, and I'm here today to have a local business chat with my good friend, Stephanie Warren. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very well, very well. As you can see, we're all at home at the moment in trusty lockdown, but hey ho, it is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. Steph, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So I'm Steph, and I'm a local makeup artist. I am based in Sandhurst, but I'll cover areas Surrey, Hampshire, and Berkshire. So and even further. So yeah, just the local friendliest makeup artist.
Amazing, cool. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about obviously people in your industry at the moment. Obviously, because of what's happened, they've had to stop working and stop trading. And do you know what? There's a lot of people in your position which are self-employed as well, who haven't got the benefits that someone who might be employed that has. So, how has it been for you, sort of in the last 6, 7, 8 months almost?
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, obviously, but it's just so I think the last time that we spoke was lockdown 1, wasn't it? So
yeah.
So about March, April time. And then I spoke to Ian at Avocado Property, and then that was that was the week before August, because I remember we had an interview and he asked me, so how are you feeling about going back to work next week? And that was the 1st of August. And obviously that was pushed back another 2 weeks. And we thought, okay, fine. So we eventually got back to work on the 15th of August. But then lockdown 2 to hit. I think it was about 5 weeks. So I had 5 weeks of some kind of makeup normality, and weddings were back on. People were going out again. And I just felt like, right, okay, so this is now time to recover. We need to get the wheels back in motion, for them to then say, okay, we're going to go down on lockdown again. So I thought, okay, fine. So yeah, it's just been up, down, up, down, up, down. And then, yeah, Christmas came and everyone was looking forward to Christmas. And then obviously what happened, the tears. So now I've just come to the point where I thought, right, okay, Christmas is done. 2020 is done. So we'll throw that out the window. 2021, I just feel like now I've got such a better mindset, and I just think whatever happens, my business will still be there, everyone will still come back. I just need to ride it out now and just have a positive attitude and just go with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm fed up with the negativity.
Yeah. It's probably the best way to look at it, to be fair. And I've been obviously following you and your journey since you started, and seeing how excited you were to come back into business, and then all of a sudden get told you can't reopen. It's just a massive wave of emotions, right? And it can really damage you, like how you think about your business. I know a lot of people in your industry have actually just completely given up, because they can't deal with the stress of obviously going up and down. I think they probably will get back into it when we do eventually open up and stuff, and the vaccines have been rolled out. But yeah, it's just been really tough. So no, good way of thinking about it though. Heading into 2021 head on. I like that. I just want a couple of comments. Hi Mark. Hi Andy. Hello, Ian. Andy says, does Sanjay use makeup? No, I don't wear makeup. There's only that one time where where Steph actually did my makeup when we were filming a video. That's about it.
It was that Saturday night you went out as well, wasn't it?
Oh, here we go. Don't wind me up.
Oh, no, sorry. Cut.
I'm just naturally, youthful looks, and yeah, naturally beautiful. That's it. That's what. Thanks. I'll take that. All right, cool. I mean, look, you've pivoted your business. You're doing something else. We're going to get onto that in a bit, though. You're talking about 2021. What advice would you give to people? Obviously, you probably know a lot of people in the beauty industry. What's the conversations going like at the moment with your peers and people that are doing what you're doing?
Do you know what? As bad as it sounds, I've tried to almost distance myself as much as I can from social media. And talking to certain people in the industry, because obviously we've all tried to stick together. We've all done 2020. We've had all the lockdowns. We've all been shut down and been told we're not able to work. But because of the mindset that I'm in now, previous conversations I've had is, you know, when are we going to go back to work? And just very, very negative, like, oh, this is never going to end. I'm never going to earn money again. And I kind of have to say to them, oh, you know, it's not forever. And that's fine. But that I'm like in a mindset now where I'm just like, right, I've got a positive mindset. My way is going forward now. I just want to keep this mindset and not bring negativity back into it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I saw a quote the other day, which was actually quite cool. It said that we're not all in the same boat, but we're all riding the same storm. So, you know, I think some people who are fully self-employed, I mean, I've got a job as well. So I've been quite lucky that I've managed to still cover my mortgage payments, still pay for my bills, whereas somebody who is fully self-employed in this industry has been hit a lot harder, because we can't be touching people's faces. And I mean, I trained in blow dries so I could do hair and earn a bit of money, and then that got shut down. It's just like, yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking now, right, there is a vaccine, there is a way out. And I said to my dad earlier that I just don't want to be having negative conversations anymore, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm just trying to keep this positive mindset while I've got it, because there's just so much negativity, and it just comes to a point where it's come to a point with me where I don't want to hear it anymore. I just want to focus on my business, focus on trying to build it as much as I can, ready for when we come back, is just to come back with one hell of a bang, and then just go full pelt, and just try and stay positive, because everyone's had enough of it. Everyone's had enough of 2020 and all the negativity. I'm done with it, Sanj. I am done.
Yeah, I love that. And you know what, I'm always love a good quote that sort of shifts how you think about stuff and shifts your mindset, especially when you're running your own business. It can be very, very difficult, you know, but when you come out the good side, it is amazing. Rael says hello, hi Sanjay, hi Steph, PMA baby, like that, Rael, thank you. So I thought, right, I was having a think earlier. Obviously, a lot of people are at home at the moment, and going through what we're going through at the moment, there's an opportunity. I always think there's an opportunity in everything we do. There's an opportunity to think, right, what would I want to study in? What would I want to learn? What craft would I want to do? Do you think this is a great time to start learning a new craft?
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I learned a new craft in lockdown. I feel like, especially with makeup or beauty, or whether you're in this industry, you always want to better yourself. There's always going to be a local makeup artist that comes on the scene, and I constantly want to be learning, because makeup trends are forever changing. So I might think, okay, well, I've got this makeup look, say a bridal look, for example. One makeup look doesn't suit all. So you need to make sure that you're training in certain areas to move with the times. Because, I mean, look at the 90s, for example. I used to have blue eyeshadow, pink lips, and I used to think that looked good. If I wear that now, God knows what would happen to me on the street.
Yeah, no, it's probably not the best look, right? Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, like all through lockdown, I've been watching constant makeup tutorials, watching people on Instagram, watching people on YouTube. I've trained in blow dries. If I don't keep my mind active, I just feel like I'm just going to go into a downward spiral of just being negative and thinking, oh, this is never going to end. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And I think, you know, it's just an opportunity, you know, as you say, like you can do so much. I mean, let's talk about what's the hardest bit? Probably not just in sort of, you know, the last year, but since you've trained as a makeup artist, what's been the hardest thing for you to overcome?
I think we've spoken about this kind of topic before, but I think the hardest thing, especially when you're in this kind of industry, is not to compare what you're doing to somebody else on social media, because it is social media is a fake reality anyway. So
Mhm.
when you think to yourself, oh, well, I've done this makeup look and I think this looks fab, and then you swipe through Instagram and you see somebody else's, I was forever comparing myself all the time. And I think I think maybe women and men do it in general anyway, that they're constantly comparing their lives or their work or their looks on somebody else on social media. So I think I had to massively overcome that and stop comparing my work to other people's, because I mean, people who come to me obviously like the way that I do their makeup, and they just like to come and see me for me, I guess. So yeah, I think the biggest thing that I've had to overcome in general is to just back myself away from social media. It is good for business, obviously, and it helps grow your business. But I think from a comparison point of view, just in everyday life, you just need to distance yourself away from it and stop comparing, because I've got over it now. But yeah, in the beginning, it was really difficult, especially when you're first starting up. You're just constantly saying to yourself, am I good enough? No, I'm not good enough. Yeah.
Do you know what? That's probably such good advice, not just to anyone in your industry, but anyone who actually wants to start their own business as well. I think everyone goes through that at some point, you know, the comparing yourself to others. And I think that's some solid advice. I like that. Sorry, we've got a couple of jokers in the comments. Andy, me, Sanjay, what eyeshadow do you prefer? And Neil says, can't wait to see Sanjay's makeup done. I don't know why everyone's had it up on me. No makeup for me, guys. There you go. Exactly. Right. So moving on, you have a masterclass you've put together,
I did.
which is a change. Did you think you'd be doing that so soon?
I had thought about it. Yeah, I did think about it. I'm just going to touch my screen because my battery will go shortly. Typical technology. Yeah, I did think about doing a masterclass a little while ago, pre-COVID. Just a small group of people, get everyone together, just kind of like a girly evening, you know, and everyone has a little bit of Prosecco and maybe a little cupcake. And then obviously COVID hit and couldn't do it. And I think in the beginning, when this first hit, you kind of lose motivation, especially when you're up and then you're down, then you're up and then you're down. And I just went through a couple of weeks where I just thought, I'm just so demotivated. There's no interaction on social media. And I just thought, let's just have a break and just kind of reposition my thoughts and get my motivation back. So like I said, with 2021 now, I just feel like that's it. I need to get myself out of this mindset, go back to doing makeup looks on myself. It gets boring constantly doing your own face,
especially if you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and I think that's why I lost motivation, because I was just sick of doing my face all the time. So I just thought, you know what, I was going to do it, and then I started doubting myself, and I thought, oh, can I do it? And I thought, no, you can do it, and you will do it. Just advertise on Instagram and do it. And like loads of people have said to me, I want to learn how you've done my makeup before. So yeah,
amazing. So when does your
not my friend though?
No, that's okay, that's all right. It's not your skill, is it? But what when does it start then? When does your actual masterclass start?
So the page is open now. So in the meantime, the masterclass is being uploaded on the 12th of February, just before Valentine's Day. It's a Friday. And in the meantime, between now and then, I'm just uploading my favorite tips and tricks, products that I personally love and use and just recommend to everybody else. And everyone's started now to chat and engage and just ask loads of questions. So that page is purely to learn exactly what I would do on one of my clients and the process that I use, and just tips and tricks you wouldn't necessarily pick up from YouTube, or if you've had your makeup done before. Of course, it's such a quick process sometimes and you can't see what's going on. So hopefully people will take a lot from it and learn some tips and tricks and things that I do. And so when we're ready to go back out eventually, then yeah, people would have learned a new skill. And I think everyone's bored at home now. Everyone's bored of the TV and going for walks in the same place. That maybe it'll just be nice for people to learn a new skill.
Change it up. Yeah, you may not be able to see this, Steph, but actually below your name, I've just put your Instagram tag, Stephanie Warren Online. That's the one you just set up, right, for the masterclass. So if anyone's listening to this or watching this, make sure you check out Stephanie Warren Online on Instagram. And then, yeah, follow the links to sign up to the masterclass. And I hope it all goes well. Yeah, big shout out to 2021. Steph, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Any final words?
It's always a pleasure, Sanjay. Always a pleasure.
always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Andy Mead, thank you. Says great chat. Both love the positivity. Great chat, guys. Love Stephanie's positivity, which is great. Neil says you rock, Steph. Keep smashing it. Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you much for the comments. And yeah, from myself and Stephanie Warren, see you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.